Hello, welcome back. Today we can discuss the European Union and their disastrous energy policies, because the European Union is on, I would actually say they are idiots on steroids. The European Union, the Van der Leyen and the class, what's his name now? The German Chancellor Olaf Schloss. That's the name of that idiot. Now, these people really think that people are stupid with their policies. They're killing the European Union. About five or six weeks ago, I did a video, the end of the European Union, and it's correct. It's starting to fall apart slowly but surely, because they got some idiots in power. Because the European Union, nobody elected this woman here, I forget her name now, Ursula von der Leyen. That's her name. Sorry, because these things I talking off my head, I remembering this off my head. I am writing the scripts and stuff like that. I ain't editing nothing. I don't have producers. You understand? What I do got is a few notes that I can talk about that I just write down. And everything is coming from my head, top of my head. What I today feel. And what is true. The facts. This is not things that I just make up. Anyhow, let's talk about their energy policies that is killing Europe. They're trying to kill the Russian economy, putting sanctions on Russia, and it's backfiring big time and hurting the European people. On Saturday, there was big protests all across Europe, but you won't see it on the mainstream media. You won't see it on CNN, you won't see it on BBC, you won't see it on Sky News, you won't see it on NBC in America. All of these mainstream media outlets, they are not going to show you what's actually going on here in Europe. The European people, the people in Europe, do not support sanctions on Russia. That is hurting them. Only idiots does that. And these people as well, the European Union and the Commission, talking we are in it together. No. A lot of European countries do not want it. But they're pretending that we are all together and we can go down with this boat sinking. We can sink together. But that's not actually the case. A lot of European leaders is against the sanctions on Europe. The European Commission is just like, they are idiots on steroids. They are really, really, really stupid. Now, these people is in overdrive now, trying to kill the Russian economy. But so far it's not working. Because Russia do not depend on the Wall Streets and the London stock market, the FTSE, the SEB. They don't depend on that. They don't do trading. Russian economy is built on commodities, natural hard resources, gas, oil, bauxite, copper, wheat. They don't trade in Wall Street for the economy. If you want something, you gotta come and buy it. Natural resources. Now these idiots are so bent on crippling Russia. In Europe now, people here have to save electricity. Yesterday now, I'm doing this video because yesterday now the Swedish government have come out and said we all need to save electricity, gas and energy so we can help our neighbors. What they're talking about now is in the winter come now, October, November, when it really start to get cold and people start to freeze, because the energy companies is not gonna, they're not gonna give you free energy, you know. They're going to make money. So the prices are already sky high. And they can rake in even more. In England, energy bills are up 180%. So far in Sweden, mine is up 60%. Diesel and gas, benzene, which is gasoline, is up almost 45%. That's in Sweden. And in Sweden, they got a lot of taxes on the petroleum. And these people is not going to hurt it. The European politicians is not going to hurt, you know. You're going to pay for it because the high cost of living, these people can get pensions. They got guaranteed pensions and they can get allowances. So whatever the economy throw at these people, you, the taxpayers, can pay for it to help them out. They can go in their car, fill up at the gas station, and then send the bill to the government. So who's gonna hurt? So don't believe your politicians. If you want to go down in the sinking ship with these politicians, fine, you do it. And in Germany, how stupid these people will be. They intended on crippling Russian economy, and in Hamburg and other states and wait, you know, I even lose my other parishes and whatever in Germany. You have to turn off the lights in the stores and the supermarkets. No billboards and pools and recreation grounds. No hot water to do hot showers. They stop heating pools as well because they need to save electricity for the winter. They start back with coal. They're starting to repair nuclear stations that were being down for decades. They're starting to rebuild them, all in the name of killing Russia's economy. Excuse me. And that's the policies that these people have. Now last week, I did a video about France going to Yemen to steal the oil and gas. Now, the European Union and the American government was in and telling OPEC that they need to produce more oil so they can get the prices down in the market. Now OPEC tell them to go F themselves because OPEC say from next month they're going to decrease producing oil. Over 100,000 barrels of oil, they're going to produce less. They just to keep the market high. Why these people if these people making money from high prices in oil, why would they, OPEC nations, want to have lower prices to help out the European Union and America and these places that put sanctions on Russia? It's stupid. These people are in the business to make money, not to help me or you or the European Union, as they're now finding out. Because for years, the European Union, America, and we call them the collective West, was bullying all of these nations and they can get what they want. But now they go up against Russia, they realize now, oh, we can't get what we want. Just last week, Olaf, Scholz, the German Chancellor. Let me see if I can just remember his name now. Olaf Scholz, or Scholz. My German is not good. Olaf Scholz, the German Chancellor, and the European Commission was out saying Putin is not a good trading partner. Fucking hell, these fucking people are crazy. Too long they was living in a bubble where Europe and America can get everything they want. They used to bully a lot of nations. Now suddenly they can't bully Russia. Russia have turned off the gas for Europe, to Europe. All the Nord Stream pipeline, the other pipeline too that are coming into Europe, they shut it off. Now there's no more gas now. So what China is doing, Saudi Arabia and Qatar is doing, they are buying Russian gas and now selling it back to the European market at higher prices. Now the European Union now have come up with such a brilliant idea now. They're going to buy oil and gas as a block for the European Union. So the price is going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper to do it that way. Now, Qatar, all of these energy nations that make money, they say, no, it's not going to work. The price is going to remain the same because we're going to pump less oil and the price is going to remain high. We're going to stifle the market. Because all of these OPEC nations, it's just a monopoly, like a cartel. There's no real competition. There's no competition in the market. So why they again try to help the European Union when these people looking to make money? Do you see how brilliant these intellectuals are? These smart people that went to these big bright universities. Common sense to tell them if they try to hurt the Russian economy, the Russians can fight back. The Russia is not Libya, it's not Syria, it's not Yemen. They have nuclear bombs. So nobody is going to fight with them. So they can't bully Russia now. And they expect Russia to do business with them as a nice trading partner. Be a little puppet. Give them cheap oil and gas. While they put sanctions on them to cripple their economy. It doesn't make sense to me. But somehow, these people, like these politicians in Europe, think that they are on top of the world. They're smarter than every person else. You can trade with me, while I destroy your economy. You can't destroy mine. You shouldn't do nothing to help your economy or to destroy mine. But we can do what we want to destroy you. Somehow that makes sense to these people. And now, the Swedish government now, Swedish government is just a little puppet. It's just a little puppet. Lap dogs to the American and the European Union. They're lapping up everything. So, that's what the Swedish government do. They always pretend that they sit on the sidelines and they're neutral. They are not neutral, the Swedish government. They are in on it too. They are part of this disastrous European Union. And why they want to help the European Union now? By cutting energy here in Sweden so that they can help the European nations. But I don't think they can help the European nations. What I've been hearing, it haven't been verified, that Norway decided now to push more gas into the European market because Sweden get most of the energy from solar, wind, and gas from Norway. Because Norway is a big energy thing, but our neighbor Norway, we get a lot of the gas from there. So they can divert some of that gas to help the other European nations. So Sweden have to cut back as well. But they don't want to come out and tell you that. They want to tell you that they're helping the nations. So you should buy into that. Because nobody is not going to actually verify that. But Norway have said that they're going to help push more gas into the European market. So they're going to cut somewhere because they don't have a bigger pipeline. They don't have more pipelines. So some person going to get less gas. That's common sense. And it happened to be Sweden and Denmark. So we got to help our neighbors. And when it is in darkness, when they plunge in winter now, because when the winter really hit now and we start to freeze here, and the energy prices and the bills go up, You people that want sanctions on Europe, I hope you help the people. I hope you go into your own bank accounts and you help pay the bills. And I hope as well too, when people start to freeze to death too, you know, when people can't pay the electricity bills, their heating bills and stuff, and they start to freeze to death, you people can got blood on your hands. What you can do, give them give them blankets? What is your solution? The European Olaf Scholz, that's what you call it, Olaf Scholz, and Urusla van der Leyen. What you can do? Give the people blankets? You people are crazy. You just pushing this world agenda, this globalist policies onto people, and you don't see you're killing yourself. The people of Europe don't want that. They don't want it. All over Europe last weekend was protests. They were protesting these high prices and trying to get rid of the governments. You know what the people were saying? Oh, they're just Russian sympathizers. They're Russian sympathizers. Just like how Biden was saying, oh, they were Trump, I forget he called it now, MAGA hacks. These MAGA supporters for Trump, they're dangerous. Everybody, they always got a name for some person. Always label you as something. Why is them their self is the good ones. America was European Union and America was are such in a bubble. They were being used to getting whatever they want. Don't ever what they want. They never stop for 1 minute to think that some person one day is going to stand up to this bullying and then fight back. Now they make their match in Russia. I don't know nothing about Putin. I don't know nothing about Russia. That's just what I know from thing. I probably might be a Putin sympathizer as well too, because I say yes, Putin, do what you want to do. Turn off the gas in Europe. Let everybody freeze to death. See how smart we are. All we got to do is come together and trade with each other and stop these sanctions and this fighting and whatever, and let the people in the country pick whatever government they want. Keep yourself, mind your own business. The European Union can mind their own business. They don't need to go to force war in Ukraine, because they're the European Union and the American government. They started the war in Ukraine, not Putin. They're lying to you and say, oh, Putin. Putin is a reaction to what the European Union and NATO was doing and building up troops close to the Russian border. That's the reason. But the news will not tell you that. The politicians will not tell you that. And since 2014, war was going on in the, I think in the east of Ukraine. And the Russian-speaking people up there, the Nazis, yes, because the government of Ukraine is Nazis. A lot of soldiers as well, the Alaf battalion or whatever the name is Nazis. But they will not tell you that. Just the other day in America, in Washington, last week, one of these Ukrainians, they got these war games on, and it was happening in Washington. Warren was up there. I had to cover up his Nazi tattoo. His tattoo for his Nazi. Had to cover it up. Then they show you another picture with him with that Nazi sign on. When he was at another games in Australia. I think Australia. These games are Prince Harry, these war games or whatever, the veteran games. And the picture shows him with his Nazi collecting a medal as well too. But this time around now the war is in Ukraine, he cover up the tattoo. People are not stupid. Anyhow, I've been ranting for too long here now. I want you people to wake up and see that fighting each other is not the answer. We need to work together. We can't agree on everything. That's life. That's human beings. That's part of human nature. We can't agree on everything. But what we can do is try to work things out and try to live in peace and harmony. But so long we have corrupt governments, that's not possible. Because governments is being controlled by corporations and big institutions as well. So as long as we have these people, these corrupt institutions and big corporations in our government, we will not gonna have no peace. We're gonna be forever at war. So we gotta start to build small communities and work with each other, and just do not try to rely on the governments, because the governments don't work for you. The governments are against you. All governments do the same and think the same. Any government that come around and want to help the people, they always go and destroy that government. Always say that government is a terrorist government. And they always start coups d'etats to get rid of that government. Always start in fighting. They bring mercenaries in, they pay people to come over the border and to come in your country and start war. That's what these people do. They don't want peace. They don't want harmony. All they are out after is money and power. Anyhow, I want you to like, share, and subscribe, because I know for a fact this video is not going to be promoted, because what I'm talking about, they don't want the main people to wake up and see. They want people to be dependent on them. They want to feed you the news. They want you to hear. And if you think different, they block you. Even on Facebook, they block me all the time. I can't even, in my local news in Barbados on Facebook, I can't really comment. I can comment, I can see people replying to my comment, but I can't reply to these people. That's Facebook. Censorship is real. The people that control the information control the knowledge you get. So be careful. Anyhow, take care and be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. Out from now. Bye.